On a pretty gray and hazy day here, sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Third and long, it's Darnold.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Pollard. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Single slot. 24's the mic.
Darnold on third down. That's caught by Hollister. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
2nd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Wide. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He finds Hopkins complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
6-6, pull it high. Check three, check three, check three. Check nine, check nine. Let's go.
2nd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go. 8 read. Watching it by. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Recon, 152 fighter. Shift, shift. Hit it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the punt. And the Texans scoop it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
It's run, it's run.
A big run there by Gurley. 41 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fit. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Check 49, check 49. Switch, switch. Check 52. Hey, Eddie. Slow. No. Check.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Watch 48.
On second down, Pollard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Boston Scott, his first carry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's going to launch this, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Where we go? Topper! Fight!
And now he'll tuck it and run. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
I got you, boy.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Woods, the intended receiver.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Malik Collins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Scott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
He's coming. Check in. Watch the road, man, Eddie.
With a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Down. 10 Tucson. Get it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And Diggs has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Darnold from the red zone now. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jacob Hollister in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Check 31, check 31. Check it backer, check it backer. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Touchdown.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many
two-syllable word.
syllables, yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Protein spill. Go on. 3 down. Check safety. Slam.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Recon, 132 fighter. He's coming, double up. Check three, check three. Hey, zoom. Zoom.
2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Check 24.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Open man is QT, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Sam Darnold keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Texans push further out in front. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, but it'll be second down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Looking to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up second down at the Texans.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, Delta.
2nd and 11. That's caught by Jackson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jacob Hollister, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Keep playing hard.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll set up a throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. He'll look to throw. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. 9
yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to throw, Darnold, looking for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Rolling to his right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Hey, Echo.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught by Jackson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett. His 1st touch, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Watch Mike. Oh, you got deep? Double tight.
Darnold on 1st down. That's caught by Hollister. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He gets it to Cooks. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, lady. Tighten up. Watch the ship. 61. Matchbox lights. Watch the safety cream.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. inside the 15. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's good for Rams. First down.
We play to win. Let's
First and
go.
10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Gerald Everett. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Texans, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length.
because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he finds Beasley complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch twist. Behind him, go.
Fournette running right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Safety screen. Check 43. Motion. Check three.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A good run on 1st down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .51 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
56. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
They can't see us.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punting.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's just me and you. And no time out.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. From just shy of midfield, Watson, he's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second down and goal. Watson. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing is Allen on third. Going right side here, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Hey, watch it. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, home.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A final shot before half for Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
To throw is Watson. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set. Play T.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, it's Armstrong. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. From the gun on third, Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jerry Hughes make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Leonard Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Watson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now to throw again. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
I'm going back to you.
Allen going to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run it from the gun with Yeldon.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Watson on 1st down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 1st down, Watson being chased out left. He'll run it, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Throwing again is Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Fournette. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Here's Watson throwing again. And this is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Watson now on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Call it a gain of 3, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Yeldon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Fournette, a first down carry. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Check, lucky.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Hey, Haywood! Watch the run! Watch the run!
On third down, Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll run here with Singletary. And Singletary has it stripped. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Fournette running out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
To throw, it's Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles. And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
You better be afraid of me. Alert! You better be afraid of me.
On first down, Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Allen now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, Zoo.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Draw play, this is Yeldon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Throwing is Allen on third. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Taron Johnson made the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.